Okay, good morning. This is Mariusz Skonieczny. I called Gary Yeoman this morning because there was a lot of concern yesterday. Every time there's a movement in the stock price, there's a talk of bankruptcy, something is going on, blah, 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 blah. People go absolutely wild on message boards. This affects a lot of other people. So today, Gary and I, we're going to do a babysitting session and talk about the business. So Gary, thank you very much for doing this.
You're welcome.
Gary, so as I said, the moment the stock price moves down, I have to deal again with the same issues over and over and over. The company is going bankrupt, the business is wrong because they see a bunch of nonsense comments from people that just troll the company all the time. So we have to do this again. So can you talk about, are we in trouble with the bank? Are we not paying the bank? Are we going bankrupt? What's going on with the business so that people can hear it from you instead of going out and reading nonsense on message boards?
Well, I obviously I'm taking this call because you asked me in the morning. I find it, listen, everybody knows that I appreciate the investment in Voxtur. All right, everyone knows that. No, we are not going bankrupt. We've raised some money. We have some liquidity. It wasn't only a week or two ago that I went through and give you a full detailed review of everything that we're doing right now. On the weekend, Friday, we got approval from Fannie to have our whole data collection tool certified by them, which is a massive gain for us. There's been nothing but, just new products coming on stream, new business. We've got enough liquidity in the bank to get us through to get us cash flow positive and EBITDA positive, which we think we're going to be in the quarter. Not this anyone's business, but what did I get? Was a phone call yesterday from the Bank of Montreal thanking me very much for the diligence and making sure that, that they could, that they're, satisfied now that we got proper liquidity to run our business. Hey, that's all I can tell you. We're not going bankrupt. I mean, I don't know where stuff like this comes from. Right. And, just the fact that I'm on the call today irritates me because they're basing these conclusions on what? Like on what? I don't know. I mean, we're running our business, like I've made the austerity measures and the cuts that I had to make. I mean, we've cut, our operating costs by, over 40%. Um, you know, yes, things, could be more perfect for everybody in the tech space, but our business is solid. We're growing it. All right. I'm happy with where we are right now. I have no concerns as far as our ability to have a going concern running business. You know, I can't, I can't react and I can't respond to somebody that decides that they want to sell the stock. We've got a lot of shares out there and we're going to have that, volatility. And, we'll make an announcement, that we've, got a Freddie certified, data collection tool now. We'll make an announcement that we just landed so-and-so contract. And all of a sudden, people saying, oh, geez, we got this coming in, we got the raise done, they got liquidity done, everything is good. So I can't, continue to respond to the day-to-day and the whims of one investor deciding that he wants to stay in and another one that wants to stay out. It is, but coming to these conclusions, some of these wild, exorbitant, unsubstantiated conclusions is ridiculous. It is
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
I totally agree with you. I'll give you one example that you're just going to shake your head. So, what uh, you just closed a private placement, three
Mhm.
tranches, and
Right.
some of my people were involved. Okay, and one guy 2 weeks ago wired the money for the private placement, and today he's saying he's going to sell those shares because the company is going out of business. And I'm like, 2 weeks ago you wired the money because everything was okay, and today it's going out of business because you're looking at the stock price and you read bunch of other stuff from morons, and you are another moron writing bunch of stuff. I mean, the emotions of retail
Yeah.
investors is just out of control.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, listen, everyone's over 21. Everyone can make decisions going in. Everyone can make decisions going out. I respect whatever anyone decides to do, but at least make your decisions and your comments based on facts. Make it based on truth and fundamentals. And then I can live with whatever anyone decides to do as far as buying and selling. But having to respond to going bankruptcy, I'm telling you, I've been with BMO for over 20 years. I mean, they're happy. They're not. Listen, nobody's happy with tech space right now in the real estate. But the opportunities and our growth were so unbelievably undervalued right now, in my opinion, in relationship to sales versus multiples. Right now, um, if you take a look at one of our major competitors, they're being valued at 44 times forward-looking EBITDA for 2024. Right? They're being valued right now on about 6 times gross revenue. It's absolutely, and you know what? Our business is better. We're going to be cash flow positive, EBITDA positive in the fourth quarter. Yes, we lost a little bit of money, in the first, and we'll lose a little bit of money in the second, probably. We're talking, minuscule amounts, right? As far as that, but we're battening up the hatches. I told everyone before, for the first time, because of the changes I'm making the title, we're probably going to break even. We may even make a little bit of money in August, but September, October looks very, very good for what we're doing in the title business. I mean, that burn is gone. All right. Like when I look at each individual businesses, what they have to offer right now with new revenue streams coming on, I become very excited. And I listen again. I'll never criticize any of my investment people if they want to go in or they want to go out. It's a fundamental decision. But some of the institutions that came in the last raise, are people that have invested and control billions of dollars. The amount of rigor that they went through to determine whether they made an investment or not, the amount of rigor, they literally spent weeks, and looking at every fundamental thing you could behind the curtain, right? Because of that, they could not trade, right? And yet they went in and they bought. All right. We're talking, multi-billion-dollar funds. So I don't know what else to say other than it doesn't make whoever decides to sell right now stupid, and doesn't make them genius. It makes them that they've made a decision that they don't want to be in the stock right now. You know, um, God bless them. But I like the business. I like where we're going. I think that we got the keys to a lot of success and opportunities to grow this business in a material way. Never has our company been in a better position as far as service offerings and new contracts coming on. Like it's just never been in this good a shape ever. Would I like to have $50 million of cash in the bank and no debt? Of course. Are we going to deal with the debt through monetization of certain assets? Of course we are. That will all come in the coming weeks and months ahead. The bank is lock and step with us in every step of the way. um and that's all I can say. Whoever is creating these rumors, shame on them. But and that's why I'm giving you the time right now, because there is just not one piece of evidence or suggestion or inclination or discussion ever about any kind of bankruptcy is a part of this thing, but any kind of you know steps that are being made that have any remote, implication with respect to receivership or whatever other names you want to put to it. It's not even there, and it's not in the discussion at all.
I think that's good. Nothing else needs to be said. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. Bye.